There's no bigger opportunity for the Seahawks than the one right in front of them. And it's an opportunity they don't want to see slip away. Hello, 12s. I'm Jen Mueller with a preview of Thursday's game in Dallas and a chance for Seattle to regain its footing. Still trying to find our identity.
We still haven't played a complete game, so I think that's the only positive we can take away, from this point of our season. So we still got work to do still. I think our best ball is still in front of us.
This week, that could start with avoiding the inevitable pressure a Dan Quinn coach defense will bring.
All of the things in particular, like this week, and again, the weeks will continue to come at us, we need to get the ball out. The ball's got to get out of his hands, so we don't give the rush a chance. And so if there's anything in particular, that's what I'm hoping G can find his keys, his reads, and get the ball out, ahead of the rush. And that's easier said than done.
When going up against these, great teams, it's important that you eliminate the mistakes, eliminate the errors.
The front seven is led by Micah Parsons and his 11.5 QB sacks. He is a big reason the Cowboys are a top 5 defense in total sacks. Dallas also ranks in the top 5 in points allowed and yards allowed. And Deron Bland has been a key contributor in establishing the Cowboys as one of the best ball-hawking teams in the league. The corner has already set a record with 5 pick sixes this season.
He's a really natural-looking football player. He's got really good feel. He reminds me of what Sherm looked like in his early years. He's just such a ball hawk. And when the guys that get a lot of interceptions, they have to have great hands and they have to have great timing and sense because they got to take advantage of those unusual, awkward situations that they find themselves in, and they make it look easy.
He does what the receiver should do, and that's shave angles and meet the ball. So he does an exceptional job at that. And it's rare that you see a cornerback, be able to track the ball or catch the ball like he does. And he does it effortless.
For as good as the Cowboys' defense is, their offense is just as good, if not better, especially at home. The Cowboys boast the best scoring offense in the league, averaging just over 31 points a game, led by Dak Prescott and his nearly 3,000 passing yards. He needs just 65 yards to reach that mark.
I think he's doing a good job of knowing when to use his legs to make those plays and then knowing when to, pass a guy open and things of that nature because you have to respect, you watch a couple of games, he has, 10 yards right in front of him and you feel like, all right, let me go get him. And as soon as you make that commitment, he throws it to the playmakers. I think he's done a great job of getting the ball into the playmakers' hands.
The offense has certainly hit its stride, but they wouldn't be putting up those numbers without the guys up front. Prescott hasn't been sacked in 3 straight games.
Early on in his career, as soon as he kind of put his head down, he would take off and run. Now, he kind of moves around the pocket, has a really good pocket presence, and understands where the routes are, down the field.
CeeDee Lamb is the leading pass catcher for Prescott. He's already topped 1,000 receiving yards this season, while Tony Pollard leads the way in the running game. His 6 runs of 20 or more yards makes him one of the best backs in the league at creating explosive plays.
I really like his acceleration at the line of scrimmage and his burst, his toughness. He really brings the game to you. He's not ducking and dodging, looking. He is going, and I really like that about him. Shows up in the passing game too.
Here's what else shows up in the numbers. Dallas owns the best home field advantage in football this season. They have won 13 straight at AT&T Stadium. That includes a perfect 5-0 record at home this season, where they are outscoring opponents 198-60.
We got to go in. We got to start fast. We got to execute on both sides of the ball, especially third downs. As long as we get them the ball, create some turnovers, hold the explosive plays down, and I think we get going.
It's the first time the Hawks are playing back-to-back Thursday night games, but it is familiar territory for the Cowboys, who are playing on the Thursday night following their Thanksgiving game for the 7th time since 2014. Kickoff is 5:15 Pacific. You can watch that game on Fox 13 or listen on the Seahawks Radio Network.